everybody, BionicDance here. So, I more or less just woke up and I'm having my morning cup of internet. I ran across this quote. I assume it's from Paul Ryan. It talks about being a vice president and, references Mitt Romney. So, it's a fair assumption, but there was no attribution. Point is, it was talking about traditional marriage and marriage being between one man and one woman and all of that. And so I assume it was Paul Ryan, fair assumption. And I got to wondering, and I have a question that I want to ask. I want to ask advocates of traditional marriage, but it's not the world's most flattering question, and I want to ask it, but I'm afraid it'll put folks on the defensive and make them run away or make them not want to answer it. So I'm going to try to ask it as gently as possible, but it's difficult because, as I say, it's not it's not the most flattering question. And I know, this is the fourth take of this video. Every time I've tried to ask the question, it's come out in a way where it sounds like I'm going raw. So bear with me, please. So here it is. If you are an advocate of traditional marriage, if you do believe that marriage should only be between one man and one woman, how can you advocate a position like that, where, knowing full well that if other people had marriages that were configured in other ways, if two women got married, if two men got married, and knowing that their marriage is not really going to have an effect on your marriage or anyone else's marriage, that the only real effect, tangible effect that their marriages are going to have on your life is having to know that they exist, and knowing that you probably don't care for it very much, and that's like it. And knowing that there are already things in this world that you don't like very much, but that's it, and they otherwise don't affect your life very much, I bet there are bands out there that you don't like, and you're not passing laws to say, well, that particular heavy metal band can't exist because I don't like them. But those people who got married over there, I have to have a law to keep them from, existing. It just seems silly to have that happen. But, knowing that, that really there's not a very huge tangible effect on your life, and yet here you are advocating these laws. How can you advocate a position like that and not consider it to be bigotry or prejudice? How can you insist that your way is the only right and true way, that marriage has to be this way, and anything else is wrong? And not have it be like prejudice or bigotry. I don't understand how that is. Okay, granted, maybe you think it's just an opinion, but if you're advocating laws to enforce that opinion, then, well, you're going rather beyond just having an opinion. You're having it enforced. So, that's pretty extreme, don't you think? Couldn't you just grit your teeth and let other people live their lives their way? It seems to me that that's, going rather beyond just not liking. It seems to me that is going beyond merely, like I say, not liking, and going into the realm of homophobia. If you're passing laws to force just say marriage can only be between one man and one woman. I mean, religious people like to pretend, like to insist that that marriage is a religious institution, that religion invented marriage. But if you look it up, religion, at least the Abrahamic religions, did not invent marriage. They didn't. I'm sorry, they didn't. I know that a lot of religious people right now are flipping out, going, yaha, but no. I'm sorry, it's not the case. If you look it up, marriage has existed around the world in various forms for a lot longer than the Abrahamic religions have existed. It's just simply not true. And also right now, you can get married legally in a completely non-religious, secular sense without ever touching a church. So why can't we have a secular homosexual marriage where you have, two women, two men get married, and it has nothing to do with religion? Why can't we have, say, a religious marriage that has nothing to do with the legal system at all? It seems to me that trying to block legal marriage between people that your religion disagrees with is, again, it borders on prejudice or bigotry. So if you can give me reasons why your position against gay marriage, why your position for traditional marriage is not bigotry, is not homophobia, I want to know what it is. Because if there's something I'm missing, if there's just some missing piece to this puzzle I'm not seeing, I'd like to know what it is. I really would. Because, maybe there is something I'm missing. Maybe all I'm doing is seeing the surface. But, well, that's the surface you're presenting to the world. That's what I'm seeing. That is the face that you're presenting to the rest of us. Maybe there is something deeper. But I kind of doubt it, frankly. As near as I can tell, the face that you're presenting to the world is really, what it seems like is you're trying to get away with a certain amount of homophobic bigotry and trying to put a face on it. You're trying to get away with it. That's what it looks like, frankly. And if that's not it, well, I can't fathom how it could be otherwise, frankly. I really can't. So that's my question, and I realize I've probably already lost anyone who might be able to answer the question. They're probably already either on the defensive and ready to fight, instead of actually just calmly and rationally answer the question, or they've already clicked, off, like thumbed down this video and ran away, or called me a name and ran away. But I genuinely want to know. I genuinely want an answer, and if someone can give it to me, please, I want to know. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying, see you later. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. And please visit my Zazzle store, where you'll find all kinds of BionicDance merchandise. Rating videos has been found to cause fresher breath, enhanced metabolism, and greater sexual magnetism.